Welcome back to the channel. I am the Maize Madman. Before we get started, be sure to like the channel, subscribe to the channel while you're at it. Also, comment down below and share this with your family and friends on social media. Today we are talking a Michigan superstar calling, quote, all cap on the rumors of his departure. Plus, one Michigan superstar voted the #1 player at his position, and Ron Bellamy is on the recruiting trail, hard and heavy. Pause, all that, and of course,
upset. No disrespect, respectfully, but disrespectfully, it's disrespect. Don't be disrespectful.
those vile, disgusting Spartans, poor little girl, man. And I'ma tell them why I'm mad.
That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus, the other state,
And of course, as always,
I'm upset.
hello to all you Maize Madmen and women out there. I want to tell you about a great opportunity. I recently partnered with Mint Mobile and set up my own Mint Mobile account, and it made me think, why do I pay so much for cell phone service? What are you paying for really? Speed, coverage, data, access to 5G, unlimited talk and text, mobile hotspots? Well, Mint Mobile offers all of these things for as low as $15 a month. I did not stutter. $15 a month. They have reimagined the wireless shopping experience, made it easy and online. No stores, no salespeople, just huge direct-to-use savings. Mint Mobile runs on the nation's largest 5G network. Go to my link, trymintmobile.com/Maize Madman, also linked in the description in this video, to get premium wireless for $15 a month. I made the switch myself. I know you can. I've been running this thing through all the paces, all the things that I would usually do on my much higher phone service, and Mint Mobile stands up to any of them. Again, use the code in my description, trymintmobile.com/Maize Madman, and stay angry, my friend. Let's start with the news of Will Johnson reportedly being interested in joining former teammate Keon Sabb at the University of Alabama.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
All turns out to be false. There were a lot of panicked Wolverine fans when the news kind of broke, right? There were rumors circulating, swirling, that Will Johnson would be the next Michigan player in the transfer portal after Keon Sabb decided that he would transfer to Alabama. There were a lot of numbers being thrown out there, like Bama was offering 7-figure numbers to Will Johnson and others on the Michigan roster. Of course, it was cause for panic, but fret not, Michigan fans, as Will Johnson came out, or his father at least came out and quelled those rumors, saying they were, quote, all cap. Will Johnson will not be going anywhere. Will Johnson, of course, a legacy player. His father played at the University of Michigan, also a defensive back. Will Johnson, arguably the best corner in all of college football. For me, it's not so arguable. I believe that wholeheartedly. Will Johnson, an anchor on that 2024 defense coming into this season. He is going to be the best player on Michigan's defense in terms of at his position and just overall talent. So keeping Will Johnson was a must, and it looks like Sharon Moore and the Michigan staff have done just that. No need to panic. Will Johnson will be at that cornerback position, CB1, at the beginning of the season. That is it. That is all. We move on. As I spoke about, Michigan wide receiver coach Ron Bellamy has been offering a plethora of the top wide receivers in the country in 2025 and 2026, including Keyshawn Henderson out of Spring, Texas, Legacy, the School of Sports Science High School. Keyshawn received his scholarship offer from Ron Bellamy just recently. In fact, he got it through his head coach at his high school, where he expressed his excitement about it. He said he grew up watching Michigan legend Jabril Peppers play on both sides of the ball. Jabril, one of his favorite players. He said, quote, "I feel blessed that they are giving me the opportunity to even display myself. It just means big things is all I can say. I just have to embrace this opportunity and keep working. I just love the atmosphere of Michigan. I always loved it. I grew up on Jabril Peppers. That was the first person I seen that played both sides at the next level." So Henderson, a huge Michigan fan, huge Jabril Peppers fan out of the state of Texas, one of the top players in all of the country in 2026. He's a 6'2", 180-pounder, rated 69th nationally, the 10th ranked wide receiver in 2026, and the 6th best player in the state of Texas. So I'll keep you posted on his recruitment as more information becomes available, but also moving on to some other notable names that Ron Bellamy has offered recently. And all of these guys are in an elite category, including Caleb Cunningham out of Ackerman, Mississippi. Cunningham, of course, right now Michigan is in a recruiting battle with the likes of Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Alabama. A plethora of other SEC schools are in on this recruitment as well, but Michigan definitely in the mix there. And also Cartersville, Georgia wide receiver Jamari Bryce, another SEC country wide receiver that Michigan covets, a big target who Michigan would have to beat the likes of Georgia and Alabama again for his recruitment, as well as Fort Lauderdale American Heritage High School 2026 wide receiver Brandon Bennett. I've already spoken about Keyshawn Henderson in the 2026 class. Both of those guys are 2026 targets, but Jerome Moore making the rounds on the recruiting trail. It would be great for Michigan to land an elite receiver in both 2025 and 2026. Maybe multiple receivers would be great as Michigan looks to air the ball out a little more moving forward. We'll keep you posted right here on the Maize Madman as more information becomes available. I told you in the intro to the video that one of Michigan's elite players was named the top player at his position by PFF. That's Pro Football Focus, for those who don't know, in 2024. That player is none other than Michigan tight end Colston Loveland. He was rated the top returning tight end in the country. He is followed on that list by Notre Dame's Mitchell Evans, but very, very exciting news for Michigan and Colston Loveland. Colston Loveland, a beast, as we all know, caught nearly 650 yards worth of passes a season ago. I'm sure his role will only increase this year as a 6'5", 245-pounder, and makes the impossible look possible. We saw that catch a couple years ago in the Big Ten championship game against Purdue over double coverage on a back shoulder throw. Amazing athlete. He was amazing again this past season, and his 89% open target rate in 2023 placed him in the 97th percentile for all tight ends in the country. In case you were wondering, 97th percentile is very, very good. So Colston Loveland in that top 10, not only in the top 10, he is the number one player, according to PFF, at his position, returning next season. Go ahead, drop a comment below on your favorite Colston Loveland moment from last season or the season before. Which was your favorite Colston Loveland moment, catch, whatever it is? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Finally, let's talk about some targets that Michigan is in the top 5 or 10 for that are elite and Michigan covets, starting with interior offensive lineman Susu Olafatuli out of Las Vegas, Bishop Gorman, same high school as Michigan. Running back in the 2024 class, Micah Kayapana. Susu, though, an elite offensive lineman. In fact, he is rated in the top 50. He's number 50 overall, the number 2 interior offensive lineman in the 2025 class, the number 1 player in the state of Nevada. When speaking about Michigan, he said this, quote, "I went to the game against Ohio State. It was a great game. Coach Moore moving from offensive line to head coach, knowing I have a great relationship with him is really cool." So Michigan certainly making the top of his list. He plans to visit Michigan along with Miami, Alabama, Oregon, and Texas A&M. Those are the schools that he is definitely planning to visit. Hopefully Michigan can make a big impression. We'll see how it goes. Having his former teammate and running back Micah Kaipana on the team should help Michigan in this recruitment. I'll keep you posted. Finally, we'll wrap it up with edge prospect Damian Shanklin. He's a 4-star edge out of Warren Central High School in Indianapolis, Indiana. He is being pursued heavily by Notre Dame, but Jerome Moore is very much in the mix here. He wants to make Shanklin a priority. He said, speaking of Shanklin, he said this about Jerome Moore. He said, quote, "He just told me I'm a good player and I was the first recruit he came to see." So Shanklin right in the heart of Notre Dame country there, but another Midwest prospect that Michigan is in on and should be able to make some ground with. 6'4", 230 pounds, has over 20 scholarship offers, including the Wolverines. And like I said, right now, the toughest competition seems to be coming from the Fighting Irish, who have also made Shanklin a priority in their recruiting efforts. He is the 167th rated player nationally, the 18th ranked edge prospect, and the number 1 player in the state of Indiana. I'll keep you updated with more updates as they become available for Shanklin. Meanwhile, be sure to follow me everywhere at Maize Madman. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's greatly appreciated. Also, thank you all for helping the channel reach 1 million views. That actually happened a few weeks ago. I'm just getting the chance to thank you all for that. So thank you again for that. Let's make this push to 5,000 subscribers. I feel like I'm a little less than 300 away, maybe close to 200 away now. So let's make that final push. And be sure to check out that link in my description for Mint Mobile. Really helps me a lot and helps the channel to grow as well. Until next time, stay angry, my friends. I'm upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. My ratings, we're about to go through the roof.
All right, now I'ma calm down, son. Son. I just don't get that all that Maize and that lock and all that. I just don't get it, son,
Okay,
for real.
just calm
And how
down.
the